Hey everyone, welcome back to The Beauty Brief, your go-to podcast for all things makeup and beauty. This is my second time filming this now. If you saw my Instagram stories, you know the technical difficulties that I was having. So hopefully this is second time lucky. I'm your host, Maddie Pede, and let's get into it. Obviously starting out first with none other than Latest Beauty Launches Smash or Pass, where we go through all of the new makeup launches which have been announced, released, and I will tell you whether they are worth a smash or a pass. Now, am I the first person to admit that we have so many lip balms on the market? We're a little bit oversaturated? Yes, absolutely. Am I also always willing to try a new lip balm? Absolutely. This is the new Glow Gloss SPF 40 lip balm from Supergoop. Now, the fact that this has SPF 40 is a huge selling point, plus the fact that they claim that it doesn't have that SPF taste. We have all been there, my friends. I know you have. You apply a lip balm with SPF and it literally just tastes like you have sunscreen on your lips. Not a good time. The formula itself sounds like a pretty traditional lip balm formula. High shine, moisturizing, hydrating, all of those nice keywords. There are 3 shades total. You have vanilla soft serve, pink, peppermint, and strawberry spritz. The pink peppermint is definitely calling my name. Would one say we have too many lip balms on the market? Yeah. Am I still gonna try it? Yeah, it's a smash. Okay, I am so down for this. This is the new Glass 001 Glow Setting Spray from Pat McGrath. Obviously, the whole runway look from Pat McGrath with the glass skin went totally viral. She came out with the mask to help achieve that look, and now she's coming out with the Glow Setting Spray. I am so into this. I just love Pat McGrath's formulas. I think she is so innovative. They are so amazing. Plus, this setting spray going into the summer sounds amazing. It claims to be a hydrating and weightless formula, so you can still get a super glowy makeup look without having like a heavy oil setting spray on your face or like a heavy primer underneath. Like all the glowy products tend to be on the heavier side. Plus, this formula is infused with cucumber and aloe extract, so super cooling and refreshing moving into the hot summer months. I don't even know how much this is. I don't even care. You have my money, Pat McGrath. I'm so into this. It's a smash. Okay, I never realized that the cult classic Chanel cream bronzer was discontinued. I missed that one. I'm so sorry. Either way, they've relaunched it. They have more shades. They've reformulated. Apparently, this new formula doesn't have coconut oil in it, so I love that. My acne-prone skin absolutely thanks them. Obviously, the old formula, people would go on and on and on about it. I only used it once, so I don't totally remember. Now, if this is as good as people claim it is, then I am totally down for it. Plus, this new formula claims to be lightweight, blurring, mattifying, and moving into the hot summer months. That's a huge selling point for me. I don't need my cream bronzer just melting off my face because hi, been there, done that many a times. The only thing for me is the price tag. It obviously comes with a Chanel price tag, and I obviously just agreed to the Pat McGrath Glow Setting Spray, so I'm a little bit like, ugh. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I'd love to know your opinion, whether you think it's worth a smash or a pass. Okay, moving on to Patrick Ta. He has teased a new concealer and concealer brush. To be completely honest, I didn't even realize that he did not already have a concealer. I haven't used a lot of Patrick Ta lately. I haven't been gravitated towards the brand as much. I found after his new foundation launch, which was just not up my street, I just haven't really looked to the brand too much. The previous foundation which he launched did look really beautiful. It was just very much on the glowy side, and your girl with acne prone textured skin, I was like, maybe not. So I feel like this new concealer could be a huge hit or miss for me. I assume it will be somewhat similar to his foundation formula so they can match nicely. So I assume it's going to be like super glowy, illuminating, lightweight kind of concealer, which I'm like, I don't totally know. I'm going to have to find out more information on this once we know more about the product, and then I'll give it a smash or pass. Okay, Ellis Brooklyn has this new Milkshake collection of hair and body mists. I've never owned an Ellis Brooklyn fragrance, but when I smell them in store, they just smell so amazing, and I'm definitely going to need to try these ones. There are 3 scents total, and they're all inspired by the East Coast beach scene, and they were all inspired by sweet refreshments. Now, I am not a part of the East Coast beach lifestyle, so I cannot confirm or deny whether these are accurate, but they sound amazing nonetheless. The first one is mango milkshake, the second one is lychee milkshake, and the third one is banana milkshake. Now, the banana milkshake is definitely the one I mostly gravitated towards. I really hope it smells like those banana marshmallows, you know, those gummies? Those are so good. It says that the key notes are banana milk, rum, and vanilla, so I genuinely feel like that's going to smell amazing. I always say with fragrances though, I have to smell it in person before I can make a decision, so I'm gonna have to be running to Sephora. Okay, last episode we saw Benefit launch new shades of their Benetint, and I just feel like with Benefit we take one step step forward and 2 steps back. This new product is the 2 steps back. This is their new Glow La La highlighter. Listen, it's just like a basic highlighter, which I'm like, sure, if you're like a generic basic makeup brand, fine. I wouldn't even think twice about this, but you are Benefit Cosmetics. When I think back to Benefit products, they had the best packaging, the best formulas ever. And this new Glow La La Velvet Gleam highlighter situation is just like not the Benefit I know and love. I just see them go in the direction of this and I'm like, this is not Benefit. I'm just not into it. That's me being completely brutally honest. It's an absolute pass. Okay, you know there are a lot of beauty products being launched when Trendmood just like throws them all into one post. So we have a few here. First up, we have some new body mists from Phlur. This is a fragrance brand I have yet to try, but I've heard so many good things. There are 2 new fragrances which are being launched. We have Peach Skin and we have Beach Skin. Yes, those rhyme. One is peach, one is beach. Now, peach isn't like my go-to. I'm not totally gravitated towards like peach scents, but the beach skin scent, I'm like, yes, absolutely. If you have any Phlur fragrance recommendations, please do let me know. I'm going to be needing to go to Sephora ASAP to smell all these fragrances. Okay, next up, we have 3 new shades of the Saie Cream Blush. This is a formula I've yet to try. I have not tried a lot of Saie products in general. I've heard so many good things. It's just a brand kind of like off my radar a little bit. It's not them. Like it's genuinely, it's not you, it's me. There's just so many beauty brands out in the world. I only have one face. I can only use so much makeup. And so Saie is just a brand which has kind of gotten like pushed to the side. I don't want it to be pushed to the side. It just has been. Okay, I'm going to stop explaining myself there. Either way, the 3 new shades look super, super beautiful. There is Lady, which is like a nude mauvey shade. There's Flirty, which is a watermelon shade. Then you have Haughty, which is a papaya shade, which would be so beautiful for the summer months. Similar to Phlur, if you have any Saie beauty recommendations, do let me know in the comments. I'm all ears. Okay, last but not least part of this post, we have the Sol de Janeiro lotion. Now, I'm not a huge Sol de Janeiro user. The stuff I've tried, I do really, really like. I've just been really, really into Josie Maran body products. Love her body products. They are so amazing and they work so well for my skin. So I'm more gravitated towards that brand rather than Sol de Janeiro. But if you are a huge Sol de Janeiro user, then you will absolutely love this, especially the lotion formula as opposed to their body butters. Moving into the summer months here, I love more of a lotion formula rather than a body butter. You know what I mean? Okay, moving on to this SpongeBob Wet n Wild collection. Now, there are aspects of this collection which I think are super, super cute, but there are also aspects of this collection which I think are super, super gimmicky. That's just me. That's just my opinion. And I do think that is one thing that Wet n Wild does well is create products that multiple different clients will be gravitated towards. There's products which are more for kids. There's products which are more for like minimal makeup users. There's products for like full glam makeup users. So there's kind of a little bit for everybody, but Wet n Wild collections, I feel like all in all, you wouldn't just go in and buy the whole entire collection, if that makes sense. There are so many products in this collection and it is super, super cute. I'm not going to go through everything. I'll just go through some standouts. Firstly, there are 2 eyeshadow palettes and I will say the color stories, I'm kind of just like, meh. There's a pink one and there's a blue one. Both of them do have yellow in them, but I just feel like all in all, the color stories are 2 that I'm just like not totally gravitated towards and I just wouldn't buy them. I feel like I would have expected something to be branded towards like Patrick Star and then one to be branded towards like SpongeBob, like having more of a character palette, but it just seemed like they were trying to do a bit of everything in each of the palette and it just isn't cohesive. But the standouts for me is the Squidward Beauty Blender. Hi, I need that in my life. Also, there's some colored mascaras which look super, super pigmented. There's a yellow one and there's a blue one. I don't know how I feel about a yellow mascara, but the blue one looks like electric blue. Super beautiful, super bold. I would be so intrigued to know what the color payoff is for that one. Then Mrs. Puff has a powder puff. Yes, there's a powder puff themed to Mrs. Puff. I just think that's so genius. I do think, however, there was a missed opportunity to have a matching Mrs. Puff setting powder. Imagine that. If you're gonna have a powder puff, I feel like you have to have some sort of setting powder. I just feel like they go together. I just feel like all in all, there's bits and pieces from this collection, which I do really, really like, but my only critique is I wish it cohesively made sense together. All in all, it's still a smash because I love that there's some variety, there's a little bit for everybody, and I just love SpongeBob SquarePants. You can't go wrong. Okay, this appears to be the season of body mist because we have more body mists. First up from Vacation, they are launching 3 new body mists. Now, Vacation is a brand I haven't used at all. They've kind of just like been on my Pinterest board and that's about it. I love the branding. I think it's super cute. It's very retro. The fragrances themselves are very like 80s. Like I can literally picture perfume bottles that my mom had that are identical to these. So I love that, but the products itself and when it comes down to the formula, I just don't know if Vacation products are worth it. I also don't really know how to get my hands on them because I am Canadian and I literally don't know where to buy them. So if you have any information on that, please do let me know. And if you think vacation products are worth it, also let me know. But moving on to our next body mist, I am so excited for this one. This is from Josie Maran. And like I said, I have been loving Josie Maran body products. I think they are super, super underrated. I just think the formulas are so good and the scents themselves are amazing. So I'm super happy to see that she is launching matching body mist to all of her body products. Well, pretty much all of them. She's launching 4 total. The first one is Vanilla Vibes. I absolutely love this scent. And the vanilla itself is like an actual true pure vanilla smell, not like a fake artificial vanilla smell. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The second one is Golden Hour, which is one of her newer scents. It's super nice, kind of like warm and spicy. The third one is Bohemian Fig, which is also really, really nice. And the fourth one, which is my personal favorite, is Topless Tangerine. I just love a good tangerine scent. And similar to the vanilla, it's an actual true tangerine smell, not like an artificial fake tangerine smell. I'm so happy to see this from Josie Maran. It is a smash. Okay, moving on, Natasha Denona is coming out with a bronze version of her High Gen Hydrating Primer. Now, this is a primer I haven't tried, but I've heard really, really good things about it. So I'm happy to see she's coming out with a bronze version. From what I saw, it's a nice looking natural bronze shade. The only thing about this is that it's like $75 US. So I'm like, oof. That's why I haven't tried her original formula. But if you think it's worth it, do let me know in the comments. You remember when I said I'm just not into Benefit Cosmetics lately? Yeah, this is another one. This is a new blush shade called Blossy, which is a really nice like apricot shade, which I love a good apricot shade for like a sun-kissed look in the summer. It's just so beautiful. But this is just underwhelming, especially for what Benefit blushes used to be. Dallas, Rocketeur, like they were so unbelievable. The shades were absolutely amazing. And nowadays I look at this and I'm just like, yeah. It looks really beautiful in the pan. And then when I saw the picture on the model, I was just like, no, this is not what I remember from Benefit. I am just not into it. And I'm very, very curious what you guys think of Benefit Cosmetics lately. I don't know if I'm just being super hard on them. I just feel like I'm being kind of a bitch about them. Like, I don't know. I just feel bad. And I'm just sad that Benefit does not feel like how they used to feel. Speaking of a brand which is putting me in my feels, Lancôme is launching new shades of their Juicy Tubes. Now, knock on wood, I'm pretty sure I'm receiving these in PR. So if you want a video on these, please do let me know. But the 3 shades are Lavender Latte, we have Cocoa Macchiato, and we have Almond Drip. So I do really love that they're all like coffee themed. I love a good theme. I love when brands really think that through. But the shades themselves, I'm a little bit scared. The lavender is really, really light. The Cocoa Macchiato is darker, which I'm fine with, but it's also very, very shimmery. Like I'm talking like early 2000s, like Shimmer Lips shimmery. And then the Almond Drip one just looks really, really warm. All 3 shades of these look very, very early 2000s, which part of me is feeling all warm and fuzzy inside about it because I'm feeling nostalgic. But part of me is like, oh my God, would I wear this in 2025? Probably not. But it has to be a smash for Lancôme putting me in my nostalgic feels. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, moving on to our next segment, we have Beauty Vault, the collections that need to come back. Starting out first with the NARS X Man Ray collection. This was their holiday 2017 collection. Now, in my last segment of the Beauty Vault, I mentioned the NARS Andy Warhol collection, and so many of you guys commented the NARS Man Ray collection and how it's similar and how they need to bring things back like this, and I couldn't agree more. The products itself were just so good, and the thing that NARS does so well is it doesn't matter if you know who Man Ray is, if you connect with their art, or know exactly the connection between Man Ray and the makeup. You just look at the collection itself and you think, this is just really, really good packaging, really, really good makeup, really, really good color stories. I just really, really love this. And like I said, NARS does that so well. This collection was just so beautiful. They had this gold gloss topper, which was just unbelievable. And I especially appreciated it for a holiday collection because I love when brands do something cool for the holidays and it's not just like Christmas, holidays, yay, red lip, that type of vibe. It's like a specific collection, which just happens to be their holiday collection. I know so many people, myself included, appreciate NARS for collaborating and doing collections based around artists. And I just really, really hope that they move more in that direction. Moving on to the MAC Hello Kitty collection. Now, this was like peak 2009. Like, just take a moment with me. Let's close our eyes and let's picture a MAC collection, 2009, all Hello Kitty themed. Yes, you and me, we can both probably picture the same exact products. It was just so iconic. The hot pink metallic packaging. I mean, it was everything and it sold out so freaking fast. This was probably the most legendary and iconic pop culture collections from MAC. And it was really at the peak of their like limited edition collections and people would just like rush out to get their hands on it. the MAC Hello Kitty collection was just a time to be a makeup lover, and I would genuinely just love to be a fly on the wall again during this era. Moving on to the Marc Jacobs Coconut collection. Now, this originally launched in 2018, and they kind of kept adding to the collection throughout the years. So I wouldn't really just say it was like a one-time limited edition collection like the MAC Hello Kitty or the NARS Man Ray collection, but it was a collection that Marc Jacobs launched and it did very, very well. And then I think they saw that success and they just kept adding to the collection, which I'll admit were all of them bangers. Not really, but a lot of them were. This is where we got the iconic coconut primer. We got the coconut bronzer. Also the Dewdrops coconut highlighter. The coconut collection was very fresh. It was in white packaging. It just genuinely felt like you were on a vacation using the products. Now, the main reason I mentioned that this collection needs to come back is that there is a little inkling that Marc Jacobs Beauty could be making a comeback. And if or when they do, I really, really hope that they consider bringing back some aspect of the coconut collection, because I know so many beauty lovers were absolutely obsessed with this, and I myself would love to see it back. Okay, guys, that is it for today's episode. As always, be sure to let me know what products from latest beauty launches smash or pass you are smashing or passing, and of course, what collections you think need to come out of the beauty vault. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on future episodes. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you in next week's episode. Bye, guys.